I bet you've all been waiting for this one. Inside Out Redesigns Part 2. I'm still so blown away by the amount of attention I got on that video. I hope you all know how grateful I am. My dream has always been doing YouTube in some way. I remember as a kid, I draw myself as this crazy YouTube persona with colorful hair and a corny slogan. Obviously, I'm not like a huge account, not even close, but I'm really happy to be where I am already. I'm really early on in my career still, and it feels amazing to have my second video ever be so well received. I read all your comments, and you guys are so funny and sweet, and I can't stress enough how much the support means to me. Our tiny little community is looking to be the sweetest on the platform already. Sorry, I'll stop yapping for you guys now and move on to what you've all been waiting for. Inside Out Redesigns. In my last video, I redesigned the first batch of emotions: joy, sadness, disgust, fear, and anger. It's about time their 5 other counterparts joined the fun. And I've been planning these guys for just as long. The new emotions that came out of Inside Out 2 are very teenager-like. Boredom, anxiety, jealousy, embarrassment, and also nostalgia, who I can't seem to stop forgetting about for the life of me. But anyway, my point is, they made Riley feel like a very realistic teenager, facing realistic struggles. I saw myself in her and thought she was just adorable. I mean, look at first movie Riley, and then the second. And then the first movie Riley, and then the second. It's not even a competition. I didn't even notice how much better the animation got before I compared the two. And the emotions felt like so perfectly balanced. Not in how anxiety treated joy and like the storyline, you know, but the emotion anxiety can be a really dark topic. I know if the movie was about my anxiety, it would not be rated E for everyone. But I thought they handled it really well. They made the situation seem real and like it had huge stakes for Riley, yet still keeping it relatively light psychologically. And I know that in the beginning, so like the concept art stages, the movie was going to be way darker, adding emotions like guilt and shame. I know they'd find a way to keep that light too, but then it would feel like a missed opportunity to make the emotions realistically heavy on Riley. But anyway, like you all know, I love the movie so much, and I would be dead wrong for not giving you guys what you want. So many of you had such cool ideas for the emotions, and so many of you were so excited. I hope these designs look just as good. I have to draw them all together sometime soon. I'm sure they all look like they just fit right in together, don't they? I'm still sticking to the mixed media feel. Different art styles and character design conventions, because why would I mess up this beautiful, cohesive, stunning lineup? 5 different colored duplicate bobbleheads. I've been hyping the video up too and putting it off because of this one specific thing. But I won't mention it because it's nothing. But you'll also get to see it right now. So anxiety.
I was so scared.
So remember when I said I would try making one of the characters in real life? Yeah, anxiety was that character. I had this beautiful concept in mind of this messy paper figure I could pose and move around, and they would be so cute, and their dialogue wouldn't even be verbal. There would be writings on the paper instead, but that didn't work out. Mostly because making something out of paper is really hard, especially when you're going for a messy, anxious look without it being too messy that you can't see that it's a person. Also, I've never sculpted anything before that looks remotely like a human before. So, long story short, here's the attempt at anxiety. It certainly revokes the emotion in me. It looks like a baby or a bird or a lump. I'm not happy with it, so I'm starting over. Never be afraid to start over, kids. If something isn't looking right and your video is delayed by a week already, then start over. So all I knew by now is that I wanted one, a schoolgirl look because school makes me really anxious, and two, a messy look that would starkly contrast all the others up until now. So I settled on creepy analog horror-ish mixed media personified schoolgirl. I used only the lasso tool really and just smacked down some shapes and used some free to use pictures of paper, hair, and shirts to make her. I think she looks really ugly, like genuinely so ugly. I'm considering redoing her, but this was ironically such a good depiction. I was struggling and pining my way through making her in person, and I was growing really anxious because I'd already put it off for so long. And when I inevitably redid her and she looked nothing like the vision, I panicked. But I mean, she looks like every atom in her body is about to split apart from one another and cause an explosion, so I got the idea I wanted. I'm happy with her. I mean, as happy as you can be with the product of anxiety and doubt, so here she is. I imagine she would either move like really creepily, like too smooth and uncanny, or like a bad MMD and her hair would just be floating all over the place. You know the hair. Or she would almost have just like a sprite sheet and a flapping mouth open and closed and some blinks here and there. Either visual novel, MMD, or bad rotoscoping. No in between. Envy. My favorite in the movie was definitely Envy. She's so cute and such a cute take on Envy. And it's so hard to make jealousy seem cute and silly. I thought it was too dark of an emotion for a kids movie originally. I mean, when I think of jealousy, all that comes to mind is horrible spirals of comparisons and self-doubt and anger, and jealousy sucks, dude. But the way Envy was in the movie, it was just like very little sister trying to copy everyone, which is way cuter than anything I could cook up, and is way cuter than what I did cook up. My Envy started out as a bridesmaid. A bridesmaid in love with the groom, gone mad and now is like a crazy killer stalker girl. But bridesmaid is a hard thing to convey with outfit alone. There are bridesmaid dresses, but it's more of a vibe than an actual garment. And I really didn't want an ugly bridesmaid dress, which is the only thing I felt would be recognizable. So I chose to go with a bride. Lots of things can go wrong at a wedding. Getting stood up, leaving at the altar, going crazy after just finding out your maid of honor, who is your best friend since kindergarten, has been going out with the groom for 3 months, so you break the insanely expensive glass of artisan wine she has brought as a gift to use as a weapon. Or something like that. If you didn't catch on, that's my Envy's backstory. When I thought about what makes me jealous, I couldn't really get an exact answer. I mean, everyone gets jealous, but I don't really have a specific jealousy trigger or anything close to that, especially something that I can base a character off of, so I didn't really have any starting point. But anyway, I decided to make the line art and coloring style extremely loose, drawn like you're trembling so much you can barely hold a pencil, or you don't have enough time to draw everything slowly so you spend little to no time on the line work. I wanted it to feel like insecurity and nerves just ooze out of this woman, and as you can tell, I wanted her to look very creepypasta potential. I hope I achieved the look I wanted while still keeping YouTube happy. I gave her tattered clothes and long scraggly hair to give her the vibe of a ghost. Is she a ghost? Who knows? Did the wedding happen 500 years ago? Who knows? All I know is that her dialogue in this alleged show would just be quiet muttering and spiraling about every single little thing. Like, Joy will press a button and she'll be like, I could have done a way more appropriate reaction than that. She has no idea how to even control Sunny like I do. I'm the most qualified emotion here. All she does is make him hum stupid Japanese robot songs. and think about his boyfriend. Stupid girl. Doesn't he even know? Contemplate his existence at least twice a month. She never lets me do anything. She's just jealous. She's just a jealous little... Here she is. She looks really scary. But I love how we drew her dress. The heart stain on her dress almost looks like a blood or an injury or something, but it's the wine she spilled on herself. And her head is just really haunting. Like, her eyes are like piercing. I wanted to make her look distressed, but this is really just wow. I'm sorry. Embarrassment. It haunts us all, doesn't it? I really wish there was a scene in the movie of Embarrassment being on the night shift and bombarding Riley's mind with embarrassing memories. Missed opportunity, dude. For Embarrassment, I had many different ideas. I could give it the same vibe as movie Embarrassment, an awkward, sweaty, prepubescent boy, but I wanted to be a little bit more creative than that, so settled on a moe flustered mess of an anime girl. It's perfect, isn't it? I know if I could see how my Embarrassment looked, it definitely is just an anime schoolgirl with cross-hatching blush and cat ears for absolutely no reason. But you know me, I can't just stick to one theme. That would be too boring, too shallow, not interesting enough. And one of you beautiful people swooped in with the most amazing idea I've ever heard to save me. Thank you so much, dude. You saved my life and soul. Fragments of old art? That's genius! The only con being that I have to show you guys my old art. Not like I wasn't planning on it already. Hopefully it'll be hard to see somehow. But anyway, for the art style, I went with the classic, tall, shiny anime eyes and zigzag bang and Sailor Scout uniform. I wanted to make this authentic to the Google image search results that came up when I searched up anime girl cute wallpaper cat in 4th grade. I also decided for the colors I'd go a different route. Usually I'd keep going on the authentic streak, giving her a pale skin color, pink hair, white shirt, blue skirt, but I decided for the old art fragments, I wanted her to look like a cracked glass pane and overlay my old art and some of the cracked pieces of the glass. And I thought with the cracks going all over her and the old art being all over her, different colors would be too busy. So instead I colored her fully pink with yellow eyes, just for that pop of color. I also thought this makes her stand out more next to everyone, since they all have different colors for each layer of their body, like skin, eyes, lips, etc., while she's almost completely one color. Despite that glass being other colors in some fragments, again, just for contrast. Anyway, here she is! I love her so much. She looks so cute. I feel like I captured the shy moe anime girl perfectly. She is definitely gonna run into her senpai and fall into a kiss, then run away screaming and flailing her arms like they all do. I think she would rarely talk to the other emotions. She'd just stand there and overthink her every move, what she's going to say, and God, sadness is standing way more different than me. Do I look weird bending one of my legs like this? Jesus, I need to stand like her. Oh God, what if they all think I'm a stupid wannabe pretending to be her? I don't want them to hate me. And then she explodes into confetti. I just want to scoop her up and put her in my pocket. She looks like every single one of my profile pictures that I had in 2017 mixed into one. She definitely hangs out around Joy the most and avoids disgust like the plague. Cause you know disgust would judge her like crazy. Meanwhile, Joy would probably just love to see another anime girl in the headquarters. Boredom! I know the character is called Ennui in the movie, but every single comment under every video or post or anything about the emotions is like, what is ennui? I don't understand why they insisted on naming the emotion ennui instead of boredom just to make them French. I don't understand. But anyway, I'll be calling her Boredom. The first thing I thought of for design ideas was like a robot or cyborg character. Why? Robots to me seem like automated, soulless machines. And if that's not exactly how I feel when I'm bored, then what is? I feel like a sim waiting for the player to give them something to do. I wanted to pose boredom really awkward and stiff. Cause she's a robot. She's only programmed to do one thing. Make me bored. Not to do a dynamic, interesting, flowy pose. She probably just stands in the corner when she's not on the control panel and just slowly charges up her fried battery. I bet the other emotions have tried to figure out how to not charge her up, cause all she does is make me too demotivated to draw or study sometimes, and make the 1.5 hour classes feel like years. But she definitely has the battery life of a Nintendo DS. Even if you haven't picked that shit up in years, when you decide to blow the dust off and say hi to your old Nintendo, it's gonna be on 20%. And even after you play on it for 3 hours, maybe if you're super unlucky and like cursed, it's gonna be on 19. She definitely has a monotone virtual assistant voice. Just take out all the attempts of friendly conversational tones and boom, straight up just reading up every word without a single change in tone. Anyways, you guys know the drill. For her outfit, I was thinking a job uniform, a repetitive minimum wage job. Perfect for the boredom theme. And I settled on fast food worker because I just know even picking paint off the wall is more fun than standing at the register at some packed burger joint in the middle of the city. Lucky for us, this parallel universe made AI replace the mindless jobs nobody likes instead of making AI do the creative work everyone likes. I'm not even gonna get started on that. That's for a whole different video. Anyway, beep bo bop. Here she is in Machinese. Not gonna lie, I love her. She came out so cute in my opinion. Not even close to making me like boredom the emotion in any sort of way though. I really hate it. It sucks. Also, if you notice, all the new characters are girls. Shh. My main emotion is disgust, and fear and anxiety don't have genders. So take that. 5 against 5. Half and half. Nostalgia. Their design is probably the most out there. And yes, more out there than the attempt at the literal paper sculpture. While all the other characters have looked fairly humanoid, maybe fear and anxiety have been pushing it a little, but nostalgia really isn't humanoid at all. So brace yourselves. The design for envy and boredom felt very not personal to me, and I've been wanting to base them off like things that make me feel the emotion and stuff. I barely base them off my interests or hobbies or anything in general, but this is nostalgia we're talking about. That is like fully based on me at this point. It's what makes me feel nostalgic and sentimental. I like the fluffy old lady emotion in Inside Out. I thought she was cute. I thought it was a funny way to deliver nostalgia. Probably the best fit for a kids movie, but the way I feel nostalgia is not old lady like at all. When I want to feel nostalgia, I read an old book I liked as a kid, or watch my favorite Disney movie, or look through photo albums, and it does make me sad. It's not like, oh, where did the time go? Because when I see my old toys or draw an old character again, it just feels like I'm right back in that time. Give me a $1 flowery headband from Claire's and a packet of salt sticks, and it's basically 2014 again. Old lady just didn't feel descriptive of the way I feel nostalgia. So, all this to say, I made my nostalgia a pony. A plastic My Little Pony toy, because that was my favorite show as a kid. I still stand by that My Little Pony is one of the coolest kid shows to date. The world building is so cool and the character designs are so cute and unique, and I'm just in love still. But yeah, I thought the pony fit perfectly. It's a unique character to add to the group and a perfect personification of my nostalgia. Also, I kept the fluffy curly look because nostalgia is the fluffiest emotion. Fight me! I'm in love with how I drew her hair and her hooves. Like, she looks so cute and soft. I can't do this. I also decided that to go along with her fluffy fur, I would also make her fluffier. As in like a cute little chubby fluffy pony girl. Because one, I noticed that nearly every single one of my characters up until here were stick thin. And two, because I was fat as a kid. Just giving my kid self what they've always dreamed of, to see a pony that looks remotely like them. I decided to color the pony that one specific teal shade every single 10-year-old girl had on their wall. And have some nice red accents because I love teal and red together. Also, our cutie mark is an anime girl because obviously I am very nostalgic to that era of the internet, of Nightcore and anime AMVs. You can smell the My Street addiction and take a hint Nightcore edition from here. I think it's very obvious that that is like one of my favorite eras on the internet. I mean, I made already 2 characters to reference that in the 3 videos I've posted. And I probably referenced it in the first video. I have no idea, dude. I can't help myself. Anyway, here she is. I know I've said this about nearly everyone, but she's so cute. It's making me want to buy a pony minifig and make a custom nostalgia doll. That would be so fun. I think her personality would be very sweet and shy and gentle. Similar to me as a kid again. At least in the phase I'm going off here. She definitely is best friends with joy, and she does not with sadness, because nostalgia doesn't make me sad, and I thought that would be funny. Very Fluttershy and Rarity, but enemies. Also, yeah, she's an earth pony, because I'm not giving my child self the satisfaction of being a Mary Sue Alicorn long lost princess. Phew, all the emotions are done. This has been such a fun ride. Are you ready to see all of them together? Ta-da! Perfect! Almost exactly the mixed media vibe I wanted. I feel like they look like some Cartoon Network crossover. You know, like one of those ads for the TV channel with like Gumball, Princess Bubblegum, Rigby, and SpongeBob all in one photo. It just looks crazy because of all the different artists. This will be the craziest Smash Bros game ever. Some of you guys said this reminded you of like the Amazing Digital Circus, and yeah, I kind of see it. Like a little. I hope you guys are super happy with these guys. I know for sure that I am. I want to thank you guys so much for all the attention on the last video. I'm still just so amazed and just in total disbelief. I didn't think 1,500 people would ever care about some random guy's little doodles and characters, but you all do. It makes me so happy. I want you to know that I take in all of your suggestions and ideas and just soak up all the sweet comments and funny jokes about them. If you guys have any more ideas for Inside Out characters, even though it's getting a little crowded in here, feel free to let me know. If you guys want like additional emotions, like love, guilt, shame, or like Riz.
Riz.
What's that?
That's short for charisma. The kids say it.
Thank
Is
you.
that right?
Yeah.
Wow,
Sympathy.
I feel like a stroke victim.
I'll keep doing this until my head explodes from all the different emotions up in there. Next video is probably not gonna be about emotions. I've been wanting to redesign some OCs, so maybe expect that soon. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you listening to me talk for like 30 minutes. I just appreciate you in general. And don't worry, I'm not even bleeding. Wait.